In this video, we're looking at finding slope and the x and y intercept. The goal here is to identify the slope of the line. To do that, we need to get our equation in the slope-intercept form. And that, if you remember, is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. First thing we have to do is we have to solve for y. To do that, I need to move my x variables over to the other side. We do that by subtracting a 1x to both sides. When I do that, I like to write my x variable first, so it follows the form of mx plus b. So in this case, we have minus x. Now that is really just like negative 1x. And then the minus 4 is going to sneak right at the back. The next thing we need to do is we need to get rid of this 2. To do that, this is 2 times y. We're going to do the inverse operation and divide every single item by 2. Now when we do that, the 2's will cancel out. Ooh, bad word. The 2's will divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1, or just y. We don't like to say cancel out. Negative 1 divided by 2. I like to leave just as a fraction, because slope is known as a fraction, i's overrun. We're going to leave it as negative 1 over 2. And then with my y-intercept, I've got negative 4 divided by 2, which turns into negative 2. Now, we have this in the correct form of y equals mx plus b. My m value, the slope, is the fraction that is attached to the x. So slope is negative 1/2. Remember, that's rise over run. My y-intercept can actually be read from the b value. And you have to remember to take the sign here that's attached to that. So this subtract 2 is actually a y-intercept of negative 2. However, in the directions, we want to write our y-intercepts as an ordered pair. Now, the y-intercept has the x value of 0. So the ordered pair is 0, comma, negative 2. And that is our y-intercept at negative 2. The next thing we need to do, and this requires probably the most work, is to find the x-intercept. Well, the x-intercept, we'll give you a hint here, is when the y value is equal to 0. So to find the x-intercept, we actually know that in our ordered pair, y is equal to 0. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this expression here, y equals negative 1/2 x minus 2. But instead of y, we said we can substitute in 0. So I'm going to erase that y, and we're going to go ahead and just plug the 0 right in there. And now our goal is to go ahead and solve for x. So it's just a two-step algebra problem. We're going to go ahead and add 2 to both sides. We do that, we get 2 over on this side, 0 plus 2 is 2. Here, these 2 add up to 0. And then we're left with negative 1/2 times x. Now, to get rid of the negative 1/2, I like to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is negative 2 over 1. Or some people just say negative 2. Now, if I multiply both sides by negative 2 over 1, negative 1/2 and the 2 over 1, those are going to turn into just positive 1 or just x. Negative 2 times 2 turns into negative 4. And now I have the x value for my x-intercept. Go ahead and complete that ordered pair as negative 4, comma 0.